Welcome to another episode of the Providence Lucha Talk. I'm your boy Jay Aguila,
Andres Lucito,
and we're here to talk about anything and everything that has to do with wrestling. Please be sure to follow us on all of our social media. Please make sure to check us out on the Facebook, Instagram, the IG, and as well the YouTube, the Providence Lucha Talk, and the Twitter. And also be sure to follow us on your favorite podcast listening app. Before we start, first of all, we just wish a speedy recovery for our main man, Hangman Adam Page, for going through the concussion protocol. Lucito, you seen the match. What's your thoughts in the whole concept of it?
I didn't like how it was set up. I think they had to qualify into it, which was Moxley basically was not supposed to be the champion. Now, basically CM Punk was supposed to be the champion. Moxley was supposed to go on vacation. Then this will unfold a full year or 6 months later. But Moxley's a company guy. He took one for the team, so now he's the guy at the moment. I feel like it's a bad accident that happened because it's basically an accident. It's a sport. Everybody gets hurt. I know everybody says that. So like, oh, it's fake. No, they are trained professionals doing that. Things happen. I think this. Oh, it's unfortunate for him. I think he's went under concussion protocol.
He did. He came out clear, but right?
I think unfortunately, I don't. It sucked that he went through this, but I think it's good for his character because he's gonna be out TV for a while, and I feel like. If we miss him,
how long are you anticipating?
I will say until after full year. So I will say at least until beginning of the year. I would keep him out off TV for a bit. So I feel like it gives the Dark Order or other people in the brand more TV time, and basically we will grow to miss him because I feel like at the moment for me he was a little bland because it just he I don't know, he didn't have the same effect that he had in the beginning. So I feel like not him being off TV, I think I would miss him and want to see him more on TV. So I think it's like something good will come off out of this, I think.
So first of all, I'm just glad that it was only a concussion, nothing like too serious compared to what happened to Tua, the Miami quarterback.
Yeah, Tua, yeah.
At least, they're very cautious. I'm really impressed how well the referee realized that, the way how he fell was not like a bump.
Mm-hmm.
It was more of like, wait, this is more than a bump. Let me just verify it. And, I'm really proud on how well they, how keen it was. The Oracle, shout out to him.
We're gonna bring him in sometime. I'm like, I feel like I've never seen him, but every time you say that, reminds me of like the Matrix. Like every time, it reminds me, like
he's like, he has a kid in now, and on Thursdays, we're recording on Wednesday, but on Thursday he goes to the Worcester live show that they do. He has like a full season. That's nice. He like the indie shit. Yeah. Like that's his shit. But he pointed out that you could tell it was not like played out or anything by the way how Taz was on commentary and he was just speechless.
Yeah. And also
he realized like this is not a bit. This is a real scenario, which like I said, I'm just glad that he's clear. Mm-hmm. But to your point, before you share your thoughts, your point about like Moxley taking a break is way overdue because he's been the workhorse for quite some time. I'm hoping now that they're pushing forth the MJF story that it's just a full transition. Moxley does take time off for himself, even though his wife is working for AEW.
But they got a kid too, so at least he can spend more time with the kid.
But at least he has time for himself because I feel like similar to what you said about Hangman being away makes the heart fonder for when he returned. We'll be more excited for him. It's the same thing that needs to be applied for Moxley. Like Moxley is great. I don't mind if he worked 365, but he already done that before in Impact. He have done it or Ring of Honor. I forgot.
He's done it CZW.
he did it for WWE when he was champion. Like when he worked, and he put his art. But sometimes he also deserved a break, and that's what I would like for him to have is a official break that he deserved. So that's like my 2 cents on it. But what was your comment so far about Adam Page?
Yeah, so that bump was a little tough, and the same thing. I'm not saying Moxley took it too rough, but I feel like
he's a hard hitter.
Yeah, like I feel like he had to tune it down when he was WWE because it was more like entertainment, less physical. But I feel like I appreciate his edginess about it, but like sometimes it might be a flawed because it's like you also have to, it's a partner thing, so it's like I think he took a little too much, but. It looked very real, which was fine, but things like this happen because.
So Adam Page also hit hard.
Yeah,
but I was told the only reason why people never approach him about it is because he's a really nice guy.
Yeah,
he's like a really chill dude.
Something with like the Andrade situation, he was like.
But Andrade, for most people, he's an asshole.
Yeah, but he hits hard. Like he's
more like a legit.
Yeah, nice guy.
He's a gentleman. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But when he's in ring, he doesn't realize how much he's hitting, and people don't complain about it because they're like, he's a nice dude. Andrade though with Sammy Guevara is just like I'm not sure if like Sammy was just is being abusive. You know what I'm saying? Being abused, or is he just have some type of beef with Andrade? Because if Andrade quote that people like John Cena, Randy Orton, people that are like top of their league, never made any type of complaint about the way how he performed or how he does it, why is this kid who's like younger than me is making that type of complaint? So I'm not sure. Like again, is Sammy's just being soft or is he just being really abused and he's speaking up? I just wonder how that's going to be untold. So, yeah, Hangman hit hard. Moxley hit hard. I mean, Moxley does some MMA training. He go crazy for the GCW stuff too. So, maybe, he did slip. You know what I'm saying? But the way how it looked like is like as soon as Hangman was about to take the bump, he might have moved too soon.
And I think also the clothesline wasn't the arch. I think he caught him like literally with like the bicep and like got him.
Like, which hit him in the chin where unfortunately as soon as he hit the collision on the mat, it was just a little bit too quick. So like I said, speedy recovery for our guy, Hangman Page. Moxley still retained as champion.
The MJF,
the MJF is the big story right now.
He has to win at Full Gear. There's
Moxley's going on vacation.
He has to win, and I think he has to win because I feel like he's moving over not as a babyface, but like he's
the devil.
But I feel like he's doing things. He wants to do things the right way, so that somebody could be like, "Oh, you cheated." Nothing. I want to like because he almost shook hands with Will Yuta and got interrupted. Like he's showing his, I guess, like nice side or personal side to be like, oh yes, I respect you. I feel like he needs to show us that he has to win this clean. There's no cheating, no interference, no nothing. Like you and I, 100%. I'm better than you.
I don't think as much of a nice guy. I think he just wants the respect. Yeah. And you don't need to be a nice guy or a bad guy to earn respect. You just got to show like, if I'm wanting to earn this belt, this titlement, then I have to prove to you that I could go toe-to-toe with you, what he did with Yuta perfectly. Like, great example, went toe-to-toe, danced with him, gave an excellent match, try to be respectful. That's why I think he just want the respect of everybody in the locker to recognize, like, hey, Kenny's gone, the Young Bucks are gone, CM Punk is on the side, Ace Steel is fired, Moxley is tired, we don't have Hangman Page.
You don't have Omega.
Y2J is wilding out. Danny Garcia is just being a douche. Bryan Danielson is not getting the proper push. Claudio is too shy. Miro is too strong.
Yeah.
It's like MJF is just telling us, it's like, hey.
It's his time. I feel like
it's his time.
When he becomes the AEW champion, I feel like everything would fall into pieces because you could create stories.
What do you mean by that?
So, for example, like all the champions that were like we had Kenny, we had Moxley, we had MJ, and we had Y2J and Hangman. Those kind of like 4 champions. I feel like every story that they had, there was a limit of who could get to the dance with them, either by promos or prestige or skill. I feel MJF, he could go toe to toe with anybody, and it looks like, I guess, respectable, reasonable, like him against another person. Like Castiglione, he's stronger than basically 99% of the roster. So like if you go tit for tat with them, almost nobody could get him. Daniel Bryan, you have to be super technical or cheat. Like that's what Y2J did. Like he's super technical. Can't talk, but he's like difficult to, like if it was a pure champ. So I feel with MJF, he has beef with everybody else outside. So you could build stories with him, with Warlow. You could him and Y2J. Like I feel like the stories branch out better with MJF because he could like in the mic make the fight or a match with anybody, and skill wise it looks better dynamically, aesthetically for whoever watches wrestling. I would like that match better.
The thing, see, I hear you, and I'm in my head, I'm just wondering, is MJF good enough to be on his own that you don't need like an S-star level of a Y2J, a Moxley, you know what I'm saying, or a Kenny Omega, or Cody Rhodes to make yourself look good? Is he able to elevate other people? And that's something that we all are going to experience after Full Gear once he wins the belt. I don't agree with what you said about Daniel Bryanson.
Brian Danielson, yeah.
Brian Danielson. His name is... Yo, for everybody who has 2 first names, fuck you, okay? Like Anthony Joshua, all y'all, Edwards, all y'all, like fuck you with the 2 names. Paul George, like bro, like you're killing me. But
yeah, technical, yeah.
He's a technical wrestler, but he has worked with people like Kane, Randy, John. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think. To me, Brian is able to be flexible. You know, agree with the mic skill. It's not the greatest, but it's at least at par. So to me, is like if Danielson ever won the championship belt, I think he's also going to give that flexibility to everybody else. Ring of Honor, mostly. Not AEW. AEW to me, Ring of Honor to me, you need champions that are known, but not as, it's not popping.
You need name recognition. Basically, that's why they threw. I think that's why they have MJ.
When Claudio did it, it was like he was known, but he was not popping.
Yeah.
Bryan Danielson, he is known, known, but he's not as like a big talk in conversation. So I think that's what Ring of Honor needs after Y2J, which
that match, I like the match with them, Y2J Dalton Castle.
You did?
I like because it represented the essence of Ring of Honor. That's how a Ring of Honor match, besides the outside, shenanigans, whatever, but the match itself, it showed 2 veterans that have experience. I don't think they face each other. I don't think so, because Y2J has been mostly WWE or WCW, but like you could see their experience in ring work and like the story, and even though it's like one of them, it's more comedy, Dalton Castle, but like you could still see like the training and the expertise and what he does. So I like the basic. It had a Ring of Honor feel rather than AEW.
I just thought it was just a par match. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know who Delta is personally. I'm sorry. And Y2J basically is just trying to fly by with what he can do for as long as his body is able to hold on to these type of bumps. So to me, it was just a par match. But to me, what I was trying to say is AEW, the champion has to be like someone who's like on fire. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Y2J was on fire. Moxley's on fire.
Omega,
Him and, it's because of the full fulfillment after 3 years. You know what I'm saying?
They missed opportunity for, I don't know if it's too late, but I think they missed the moment Cassidy. With Orange Cassidy with Adam Cole. Like they could have, now I'm saying give it to him when he came in, but like that was his moment. Like
we forgot about Punk. We don't even mention his name anymore. Like, like it's taboo.
But basically, what they did with Punk, like, kind of like pushed, like, basically into the to the top three
After
people.
a month or two.
But like, they should have done that with Adam Cole because he came hot from like NXT and basically top free agent, and his wife, like, everything was set for him to like either feud with Omega, whatever, like
TNT champion, something,
something, not the commemorative, which is fine, but it was just the titles would be nothing.
Now, I mean, unfortunately, Adam Cole also is going through some injury that it could be career threatened, or it could just be something that he's just gonna let his contract expire and try to go back to WWE. You think? No.
If WWE still was being run by Triple H, I would. What I'm saying, like, when the contract it's over, I would try. If I was Adam Cole, I would try to go back. I don't know where he will fit in because it's a lot of moving pieces. Because they basically try to blend all three brands together, which is excellent. So far, so good. I like what they're doing.
Seamless so far, yeah.
So I know Triple H trying to beat AEW in ratings, and they didn't. They couldn't do it yesterday, but they got close, but they couldn't do it yesterday. But I like what they're doing, moving people around and basically make like 3 shows seamlessly amongst the 3. But if Adam Cole will be great in either brand, but they just gotta use him. I wouldn't mind him even Ring of Honor because that's another superstar that's like known and
he's not popping. Yeah. So I could. Yeah, Adam Cole would have been a great Ring of Honor champion. Shoot, they could have him, Fisher, and
all 3. Like they could have
been the trio champion.
They could have been literally not taking over the whole brand. One could have been like Adam Cole could have been the Ring of Honor. O'Reilly could have been the Pure, and they could have been the trios. And that would have been just
Fisher could have won the TV if he wanted to.
Yeah, but at least O'Reilly it's more technical, so he would have been good for the Pure, and at least you would have at least a stable. And they just throw people at them, and they could work together. All 3 divisions would have been good.
What's your thoughts so far with how the women championship or the women division is being developed in AEW?
I don't know what they're waiting, but I think they're stalling because we don't know what the interim. They should have either unified it, like they shouldn't be interim anymore. Because I know Thunder Rosa, she had to give up the title, but it's just like either unified or just make her like the champion. And there's other people on the roster. You rinse and repeat the same people for people over and over again, which is that's what you have. But give people opportunities. And the TNT situation, the TBS situation, Jade. I know it's given Jade personality, but if you're Jade, you shouldn't have to go through that because you're like the champion. The other people should be fighting for you. Yeah, like you should. Yeah, like but we'll see what happens. I think on Friday that I like the promo she did. She's gonna basically either give me my title or have the show hostage. Let's see if she could. If she, she's a lady of her word. So let's see.
I don't think she knows how to filibuster a full.
But it's just 2 hours. They have good people. They just don't put them through, or even collaborate with other brands, either Impact or NWA, to interact with. You get more stars across the brand, but it's just too top heavy, and they're not. They don't. I don't think they have a vision of what they want to do with that division or both divisions.
All right, we'll find out. To me personally, Tony Khan should just be hiding, not be the public eye. Just hide. Don't talk. Please don't talk. Just let people be people. Let your wrestler. They're professional for a reason. Let them do the work. You just
and just people like we've been saying. Put people delegate. So I feel that there's so far the decision that he's made correctly, re-signing Moxley last week. I think he got a 5-year deal. He just re-signed Y2J for a 3-year deal. So worst comes to worst, you have Y2J being a consultant or be in the back or producing matches or whatever. So at least you have somebody brain to pick at. So now it's just like, all right, so you have your long-term or your veterans in place. Now let's see you move pieces. The claim is good choice for him that he's pushing that. But we don't know what they're doing with FTR. It's pointless. And Swerve in Our Glory, like, what are you gonna? I wouldn't mind seeing Keith Lee and Warlow. That'd be a good match.
I still want my fatal 4-way: Keith Lee, Warlow, Hobbs, and Miro. All big meaty men fighting for that TNT championship. Because to me, I feel like that's more of a heavyweight championship than the AEW itself. But that's my 2 cents. Let's go and switch it up to WWE real quick. The return of Mr. Bray Wyatt.
Okay, I was like, Bray Barrett's been commentating. He's doing okay, but
No.
Bray Wyatt, yeah.
Barrett, that's his name. But Bray Wyatt, what's your thought on Bray Wyatt and his return?
It was a good promo, believable. And I feel like this is long-term story. I like that he accentuated what he's gone through. I think they gave him like not even 5-10 minutes, whatever, to talk. I like that he covered everything from Brody Lee to like him like booking and everything. So I like that he kind of like gave us a preview of what he went through personally. And I like the ending because it's like there was, I guess it'll be the Fiend or the masked person kind of like feuding. So I like that they built a story, but I like that he came and kind of like undressed and gave you him. So now we get to see him, and now let's see what he gives us as the Wyatt family. Like if he's gonna be the leader, partake. So it's a lot of. It's gonna create good booking for a story.
I thought it was well delivered. He knows how to trigger emotions and reaction from the crowd. I love how he just was pretty, front about it. I wish he was part of the tribute match for Brody Lee. That would have been pretty spicy and maybe a little a nice argument for his pay. To be a little bit higher. Be like, hey, AEW got me here one time. But that's just business. But it's really interesting.
Or at least it would have put like I know a match would have been nice, or even like a video package or something like they only know.
They only,
you know what I'm saying? Like something that like that would have been nice.
It would have been nice, but it's cool to see that he was loyal. He was loyal to WWE. I guess he really trusts and believes in Triple H. And now it's like what you say on Friday, or the past Friday for those who are listening and watching this, we'll see how he delivers the next phase. You know what I'm saying? We get chapter 1, the vulnerable side. Chapter 2 is he fighting against his inner demons? You know what I'm saying? Is the persona of the Fiend going to be handled by someone else while he has a match like toe to toe? You know what I'm saying? That would be an interesting concept.
Because I know they hire somebody, one of the Marvel guys, like writers and stuff, to be part of the booking and like storytelling. So him collaborating with Bray Wyatt will kind of expand like a universe of itself.
And they done it with Mysterio. No, Sin Cara. They did it with Kane. Like they could easily just like have a person be the alter ego. You know what I'm saying? And go toe to toe with them in order for you to like sell a good story. I think that would be a very interesting concept. I don't think nobody ever have done like I'm facing my inner self in the ring in the public eye.
Sort of. Because he had like three of himself.
But there was no Cactus Jack versus
well, Matt Hardy did it that, which is kind of funny. When Matt Hardy, remember he started at one match, the match as one, then he came back as another himself, and he's like,
but not facing himself.
True. Yeah.
Because Bray, luckily he wears a mask when he wrestles. So it's just like like his brother, for example. If he is close to his body type, wearing the mask, they could try to sell us a good show with that. I think that this is an amazing concept that I can't wait to see how it.
And I feel like I did some digging and stuff. The masked person, it was that. So I think he has the Buzzer, the Bunny, the witch, Sis Abigail. He has the Fiend, but the masked person he only used a couple of times when he was before NXT, before he did the Wyatt family in NXT. He wore basically after Husky Harris. He had like that same leather face as one of his gimmick. I think he only used it like for 2 matches, and he kind of like put that to the side, and then they brought the Wyatt family. So I feel like he's gathering everything that he's, I guess, his whole story and everything, and like giving it to us. So those who like didn't know about that character, they could, I don't know if they're gonna show footage of like him wrestling or something, but it's good for, I guess, for the story itself, and it gives you like his whole view of trajectory of wrestling. And maybe hopefully they bring maybe his dad too.
I mean, he also had Vince with being the devil.
Yeah.
So I only see is like similar to what Randy Orton did with the Wyatt family.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's gonna do the same thing with all of his inner demons.
Yeah.
And if they do have like a good writing team,
Yeah.
and you know everybody, of course, stay healthy, of course, and be consistent. I think it's by WrestleMania we should be seeing one big match, like a great banger to this storyline.
Yeah.
But we'll see how it goes. Speaking about bangers, what's your thought about Rey Mysterio saying he quit WWE and then ended up being the number one contender for the IC championship?
I sent you a message. I was like, why? They just
Yes, you did.
I like Rey Mysterio, but you're not. You should be there as a coach or kind of like somebody to help people grow. You're gonna get destroyed by Walter or Gunther. You have no chance
in hell
at all in that IC division. They should have given to. I thought it was gonna be either Solo Sikoa for me. When I saw that match, I'm like, oh, Solo Sikoa or Sheamus, and I don't know. It's tough.
Me personally, I would love to see Solo going for the IC.
Yeah, and he could. I'm saying he could win it, but like if he wanted, everybody has a belt.
And then and then it would give not only the bloodline in an actual opponent, but now you might give Gunther like a shot to the title.
Yeah, or something. You know what I'm saying? Like you need to write him out of that title somehow. And you tried it with Sheamus, and you had 2 opportunities, didn't give it to him.
You didn't.
And Rey Mysterio is gonna get destroyed. I think tomorrow, Friday. I think it's this week.
Well, in 2 days from now.
Yeah, he's gonna get destroyed. I feel bad.
Your prediction is like Rey is
it's gonna be bad.
Is not champion. He's
no. I hope he's not champion.
You'd be surprised in WWE.
I hope he's not like.
You didn't saw Seth Rollins winning the U.S. Championship the way he did. Yeah. So anything is anything is possible in WWE.
Because if he gets it, be the easiest way for Solo Sikoa to win it, go against Rey and just destroy him. You know what I'm saying? Like that would be an easy one.
Should have been the number 1 contender. Yeah. Like that's like the same way how they're pushing Sami Zayn with like these wins against like Kofi and stuff. It's like Solo should have gotten that push. That way the family could be covering gold. You know, but we're not going to see that in a while because now we got Survivor Series. We still don't know what the speculation is. We just only know that in Crown Jewels, we are going to get the OC versus the Judgment Day. We are getting Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley. And we still have the main card, which is Roman Reigns versus Logan Paul. Yeah. I mean, so far, I'm really intrigued with what's going on. One part news I saw is that there might be a little bit of situation for the members of the OC.
Yeah, because they commented. Yeah,
Carl Anderson, because you know I'm not sure how if his match in New Japan is going to like conflict.
So he today I saw his Twitter, and I think they also did it through Instagram. They kind of commented on that. He was like, "I'm not going to." He was double booked, so he's not doing an open weight match. That's gonna get postponed. And he was like, oh, if you look at it, I was like, oh, the next time you're going to book something, you have to go through me. I'm his booker. So as you could see us on TV, we're busy at that time. So we can't fulfill that thing. So I think that might get postponed for another match. I thought you were going to talk about them commenting about, I think it was them, about them being held. They commented about when they got held hostage. The last time they went to Saudi Arabia, they tweeted something about that, and the people in higher ups weren't too happy about it.
No, because like I think we talked about it at that time. You know, Andrade was one of them. Matt Riddle was another one. You know, there were female wrestlers like I think Natalia and Lacey Evans. they were all like stuck in the airport due to this situation. The only people that actually left on time was Paul Heyman,
Brock Lesnar.
I
don't think Undertaker. I think probably.
No.
Was it Goldberg? Was it Goldberg? No, I know there was like a couple.
Goldberg. It was the Goldberg Undertaker match, which was terrible, and I think McMahon was like the few people who left. Yeah. Way before the whole shit show that happened in the airport. So, no, I was not really going to focus on the past like that. Just like Stephen A., I'm trying to move forward. I'm really excited that Judgment Day is trying to make this type of push. Sadly, Rhea might be partake in this match because like she is like a key element for the Judgment Day victories. Wins, so it's gonna be strange not seeing Dominic not having his master, in a sense, the devil, like whispering in his ear how to do, because that's working for him on TV versus Balor and
Damian Priest. Yeah, but I think since they all of them together, I think they got each other's back. I feel like either them two are wrestling and not Dominic doing something on the side, but I feel him being alongside with them, I feel like she's not needed at that moment.
It just doesn't. It doesn't look complete. It's not complete.
It's like a rest in peace.
That's what I'm saying. But I agree with you. They'll have each other back. I just hope that Dominic could really hold on his own.
He defeated AJ Styles, but he got it done. He got dubbed.
You can't even say that with the serious face.
He got a dub. A dub is a dub.
You cannot say that with the serious face.
How many people can say that they were able to defeat AJ Styles? Not too many people. With his, all right, let me phrase. Not too many people with his skill level.
I give you that. Yeah. I don't got time to go to the archive of my brain and remember like what jobbers had a lucky win with.
Oh, sorry. Let me. I probably was wrong. It was the guy. Remember the guy with no chin? That was what he defeated AJ Styles. But that's the only one I could think of. Like
the no chin music. Oh, what's his name again? Ed something.
But he was with Carmella. He was like Carmella's.
He was such a His whole existence looked like a fucking Pokemon. But anywho, so Judgment Day, I'm really excited for this match. I think Judgment Day may come out with the W, depending on how things go. But without Rhea,
I think that might be the missing piece.
The OC might probably take this. I still have Roman Reigns winning Logan Paul, and with Brock Lesnar and Bobby
that's gonna be a good one. They're gonna make it like either last man standing or
I would like to see it in a cage match. Yeah, like a cage style. Like that's what I would like to see. And like these guys, like the same way how they had like freaking Lesnar break the freaking side of the cage or whatever he did that at that time, or get speared through it. I would love to see that again in this type of matchup.
Yeah, I feel like they don't need to add too many people. They probably need like maybe 2 more matches, and that's it.
I don't know. Those shows are usually like 3 to 4 hours long.
Yeah, but Brock Lesnar's gonna be a list.
Clash of the Castle was like a 4-hour show.
Yeah, but I think Crown Jewel, I don't think they're going to send too many people over there.
They're gonna still send out their A stars. Like people, Kevin Owens, he's not going to go. Sami Zayn,
I think you might see like Seth Rollins probably, the US title.
Against Matt Riddle or Ali.
Probably Ali or somebody. Or you could do a triple threat, whatever, but at least you could have him. I think this would be a good thing to send both the IC and the US, and
Gunther is going to want to travel out there.
No, we don't know if he'll be champion by then.
I mean, if Ray wins, he's definitely going. If Gunther retain,
you go him against Solo. You go have everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I just want Solo to actually, because what they did to him with the North American belt,
that was messed up. Yeah, he should have kept it.
It was like, that's baloney. Yeah. Like, it was well booked. He showed the family, like, I'm that dude. Yeah. And he did the job. Yeah. So That's like, I think they backfired on that. That was a big mistake. So him being the IC champ would be dope. Him being Seth Rollins for the US is unlikely. There's no other belts unless if the Uso is willing to make it like the New Day style, among the three of them. But no, that's not.
It's not the same chemistry though. It's gonna change the
Usos. I could see them having a match. New Day would definitely be preferable, unless if they bring in the Viking Raiders, which they're doing a lot of promos videos for the reborn of the Vikings or whatever.
Well, Sarah Logan, they did a promo. She might do a return soon.
Yep, I heard that was good. I saw news that she got hired again, so I think she will be a nice backup for Liv Morgan, especially Sonya Deville reunited again with Mandy Rose in NXT. Yeah. Weird, but not weird.
No, they still have a pass, and they and I'm saying she's jealous, but we could potentially see maybe Sonya Deville take over, and then you could, what I'm saying, them to have a feud and her absorb Toxic Attraction,
version of the Bloodline,
something like
Sonya
that too.
Being the Paul Heyman, and then everybody else, just
that could work too.
That I could see that working. I could also Shinsuke Nakamura returning to NXT.
That was good.
I think that was a good pop, but not enough to beat the rating numbers for AEW.
But who do you expect? I know with D'Angelo, Tony D'Angelo was like, "Oh, I'm bringing somebody." I wasn't expecting Shinsuke. Do you have any idea who you would have put instead of Shinsuke?
No, because I don't really follow NXT like that anymore.
Because he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna not teach his boy a lesson," but he's like, "I'm gonna teach you a lesson, but I'm gonna get somebody to face him." But I was expecting somebody else that wasn't.
If anything, the one person who gave some type of life that they were going to be on NXT was Kevin Owens. Yeah. Kevin Owens, he's definitely a hitman for hire. Yeah. He definitely did it for the War Games. He would have been good. 2019. Yeah. So it would have been nice to see him in that match. Yeah. But I don't think Kevin even did much on that.
No, he was just hosting the thing. But he did. Well, he stunned. Last week
he's done
Theory. So last week we talked about I threw it out there and I was like, oh, maybe Austin Theory, because the main event for basically SmackDown Raw, it's like Austin Theory got lost at the shuffle. And I was like, oh, how about if he went to NXT, and he ended up showing yesterday to NXT, and he could potentially be cash it in against the NXT champion. And
if he cashed it in on Breaker,
because he's having a triple threat in Halloween Havoc. It's him, Dragunov, and Devlin in a triple threat.
Theory?
No. So it's Braun Breaker in a triple threat. So he could show up, cash it in immediately after, and take the title, and be change the picture of NXT a little bit.
By him doing that, he's breaking in the rules that it's only for the red brand or the blue.
But
brand.
they did it for no, sorry, that was WrestleMania. I know the
Royal Rumble pig. She went to NXT.
Yeah,
but that was just a flair thing to do. This is Money in the Bank.
Yeah,
this is a contract that we were hoping that Otis was going to break the norm
for the tag team
and go for the tag team championship, which unfortunately didn't occur. So Austin Theory technically would be the first one to go out of the red and blue and then bring it to the black and gold. And it would be great because, like you said in the beginning, now we're seeing more of an equal brand than just you're coming up to NXT from NXT to Raw or SmackDown. Now it's we could go to Florida, or we could be on the road. Yeah. We could just
And also, so I feel like it will give prestige, not more prestige, but it give more importance to an NXT brand. Because for example,
it needs a little bit more of a lift up.
Because imagine people for example, if you really gonna think about it, you're gonna have the NXT champion, the heavyweight champion, and Roman Reigns. That's your two top tier things. You could start have people that Finn went back and competed. You have Seth Rollins go back. Big E go back for that title and wouldn't be they went down to NXT. No, they were competing for another heavyweight title. Now that the SmackDown and Raw are busy, you could go and still try to be a heavyweight and still be the main eventer of a show and help to be a pillar for that show.
And that's what they need. They need that type of support, But also, NXT alumni, we could say, was it the right call to have a no contest between Dexter Lumis and The Miz?
Yeah, just to keep pushing it. I think there's really nothing else for The Miz to do, and Dexter Lumis, I feel like they're just.
You don't feel like it's too drawn out, personally? Me personally, I would love to see it just.
He's gonna get a contract either way, but
he has a Personally, I already believe he already has a contract. It's just like pushing him to be like official. It's like, bro, just cross over. Like, let it happen now. The Miz probably could do other things too, like working with Ciampa, working with against Gargano. I would love to see him go against those two, work with Gable. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Gable has been getting a good push here and there. Ziggler. I wouldn't mind Ziggler and The Miz go
again. No, even them together as a tag team would be good. Again.
As a tag team? I don't think Ziggler is willing to give up Bobby Roode.
Where has he been? Nowhere.
Working out.
Nowhere. Getting super tan from the neck down. Like,
as long as he's gonna look better than what Ezekiel / Elias beard is like anything. Anything is better, my guy. You know what I'm saying?
So Elias came back, and also we had,
which is whack. I say it's whack because I get he's great with the gimmicks. Yeah, that's cool. I want to see him wrestle.
He could, be serious. Like, he could wrestle, but it's just never taken seriously.
When you see the man train, if you guys go and watch the Sheamus YouTube video with the workout, he worked out with Elias, and Elias is no joke. Like, man has muscles for a reason, and yet he's being utilized to strain a cord, a power cord, and have everybody say, WWE stand for walk with Elias. Like,
that's money. That's like,
it's money, but I need you to back it up with like action, my dude.
But that's the thing. It's weird because I completely I understand your point and I agree with you, but at the same time, him like strumming his guitar once is more popular than and more like memorable than people that are more in ring, like Ricochet. He's more popular than Ricochet, and he's. I'm just saying, in ring comparison, Ricochet has shown us more in ring stuff than Elias, and I will watch Elias just for that 2 minutes rather than Ricochet.
Ricochet working with Ali or Cedric Alexander. You're saying that is
more
least
for WWE. People will watch Elias over them three. For WWE, it's entertainment. He's entertaining. He knows how to make money.
Look, I need Elias to work with R-Truth and just have these matchup. You know what I'm saying? Build your story. You know what I'm saying? Because R-Truth would match with your energy, but I just need you to be in the ring, showing the world why you're getting paid these millions of dollars to hit a power chord and tell everybody what WWE stand for. It's like, there's more to that. You know what I'm saying? There's way more to that, and it's just, it's frustrating because similar to MJF, you know what I'm saying? MJF said when he was 19 years old, you know what I'm saying? William told him, like, hey, you got talent, send me your video, here and that. And next thing you know, he didn't get the push. It's like Elias is going through like similar process. He went through that same type of process in NXT, but in NXT, at least I could recall he had at least more than a handful of matches.
He had good matches. He could wrestle. It's just
he could be a great champion too. Imagine him walking around stringing his guitar with gold around his waist.
No, I would say mid card. Yes, I cannot see him with a.
I said gold. I didn't say which gold. I said just gold around his waist.
You know what? He'd be a good U.S. champion.
He would be heavyweight. I think he would do well, but the way how it's stacked right now with the story, he doesn't fit in. Mid card, tag team, dude. Do a tag team with R-Truth for all I care. Like, Elias is the same size as freaking John Cena, muscle wise. Like, you guys could definitely run it back.
Him and Boogs will be great.
Who?
Boogs, the guy that was with Shinsuke. He's basically metal. He plays guitar.
He got fired.
No, he got injured.
He got let go.
After he got injured?
After like all the shenanigans that had occurred, like I think he was one of the people that got hit by the list.
But if he's available, or I would bring him back, it would be he basically not do like a power band, but like he plays the guitar like I guess ballads, and the other guy, but they both can't perform and they're big, and so they still be comedy, but they still will be a legit tag team because they could still do it.
Bro, as long as I could see Elias at least take a bump, take a freaking bump, I won't complain. It's just I don't know if he has a certain type of illness, or is he injury probe, or he doesn't trust his own body, or he feel like he's too strong for these people. But whatever it is, figure that shit out and just try to have a match. That's all I'm asking. Just have a freaking match before the end of 2022.
We probably go see maybe him and Seth Rollins something, because he curb stomp him, so we might see something with Seth Rollins. Now he got the biggest target ever. It's him. You have Riddle, you have Ali, and also you have Elias going against Seth Rollins. So if he works a program with Seth Rollins, or even the other two that are there, they'll be building up and will meet your expectation of a match. Because Riddle's good matches, and Ali, and same thing with Seth Rollins.
I don't care much about Riddle. Riddle, to me, he also needs to take a vacation.
He needs a revamp. Not a redo on his gimmick, but
he needs a vacation.
He needs a revamp.
He needs to disappear for a bit, and then when he come back, we love him once again, being the 420 bro that we love him as. Same as Randy. I miss Randy. Yeah. I can't wait for Randy to come back, just so he could just do his pose, RKOs out of nowhere. I'd be satisfied.
Do you like the return of?
Gone.
Do you like the return of Baron Corbin with JBL, or what are your thoughts about?
No, that's the worst. Supposedly the trade was Rey Mysterio for Baron Corbin, and then he being managed by JBL. Okay, the Money Power team is not a bad idea. I just didn't like how it was just presented. You know, it's not like this man came in and like, you know, wearing the trunks again. Yeah. He's still being the same happy Corbin version he was in SmackDown. It's just like it just didn't hit well for the first presentation.
Because you could have, if they're gonna make it as a money team, you could throw into that maybe Cameron Grimes into the mix, which
he was looking to be part of the Bloodline. I believe it was the Bloodline. I think he was. Oh no, the OC. Yeah. He was trying to work with the OC, trying to be part of the crew. Why not be part of JBL? You won the $1 million
championship. Yeah.
Why not join someone who loves money? Like,
true.
Or take the what they call again, the Max Dupree, Maximus. Like JBL, work with them people. Like I would take them with Corbin and build a freaking stable out of that. That would be my approach. Like they all talk about beauty, money, and power, this and that and third. Be under someone who has that and try to be a decent group, because that's what they need. Like them working with LA Knight.
Yeah, no, he's done. LA Knight's done. Now he went back to LA Knight. I think he's trying to just not bury them, but I think he had a match with Menso first.
Yeah, and he already he buried. No, it's a bury. He got a golden shuffle and he's ready to bury whatever they were trying to build. And it's like, don't bury it. Beat them, but then have JBL be like the coming of the coming of Christ. Just come by, boom, 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 boom. I have the solution for you. Come with me to Raw. Let's build a story from there. That would be my move for that squad. Because right now they're being overshadowed by Hit Row and Legado de Fantasma.
Even the other guys, the Lotarios, they even have more of a following, and
so it's like this MMM, whatever it is, go to Raw, work with JBL. That to me would be the proper move for them, in my personal opinion. Bloodlines, they're working both brand. Damage Control, I'm surprised they're also working both brands. Seeing Roxanne, seeing Jake, Cora Jade, That's a nice fit.
I like that that's the thing. I like that they allowing people to cross brands and stuff, and it's good because it gives people more.
Who won that match between Cora and Raquel?
They both got destroyed. So it's Raquel won, and so in NXT or in NXT,
yeah, because
Raquel won and Rhea Ripley destroyed.
Oh yeah, but Rhea did her famous pose, which is all over the Twitter. And I'm like, okay, but what about Raquel? Did she won too?
Yeah, she won.
She won too.
Yeah.
I bet. So yeah, they need a rematch. I would love to see. I would like to see Rhea and Raquel go at it.
Yeah.
That would be fun. Yeah. But Damage Control is also working both brands. What's your thought on that? You think that's working? Not working?
It should be fine. I think that you need it to cross promote as well, and I feel like. Instead of making two brands, I feel like making the stories seamless. Whatever happened Monday rolls over. Like maybe do Monday, do a promo Wednesday or Tuesday, and so it's just easier for TV. It will suck for them for commute and stuff, but they could still do 2 out of the 3 shows, and it gives people more. And also, like if you bring a star or a title holder to a different brand, it brings eyes to that, and I will say that should elevate ratings. Because you're following the belt rather than story, and you don't. It'd be like a weekly soap. That's what wrestling should be, and it is sort of like a weekly.
I would like to take a quick pause and let's talk about. Well, if you can, give us a quick summary of what occurred in the AAA pay-per-view that happened last Saturday.
I saw the match. Do you mean the
just in general of the whole event?
The 2 matches that I saw was the Pentagon one. And I forgot the guy's name. Something Cuatro. And that was kind of like retirement match, and it was really good. A little gruesome, gory, but it was good for Mexico. And you also had Taya Valkyrie against Camille. Camille couldn't get it done. I think it was for the Campeonato de las Reinas, I think, and Taya Valkyrie got it. But it was I like that because. Those who were able, I saw little snippets on Twitter and stuff. I like it because it's different. That is a true alternative. What AEW is supposed to be, but that is a true alternative, and it gave us like story and blood and everything all into one. But I like the match with Pentagon. It was a good match, and I saw snippets of the Camille and Taya Valkyrie that they went hard for that one, and I think they might have to take a break for a couple of months to recover physically, but. It was good.
So we had Pentagon Jr. versus Valino the Fourth.
Yeah.
And it seems that Valino removed his mask. His name is Tomas Diaz Mendoza. He's 57 years old with 42 years of being a wrestler. That's freaking crazy.
And you saw his forehead. His forehead tells you the story of every war that he's went through. Like all that blading and stuff. It's crazy. Like.
We also had the AAA Mega Campeonato Hijo de Vicro retaining the belt against Phoenix.
Hijo de Vikingo? That's the other one.
Hijo de Vikino retained the belt. We had Hair versus Hair, Pagano versus Cipencio. Okay. I never heard of the hair versus hair match.
Oh yeah, they do.
The Trump. I remember.
No. They do that. That's a lot. Normally, they do mask versus hair, or they do hair versus hair. Normally, yeah.
So basically, you get your head shaved at the end of the. Wow, that's he in the training room where he cut his hair. Yep. So Pagano won that match. We had John Morrison, Brian Cage, Sam.
Was it Johnny Mundo or?
It says John Morrison.
Oh, okay.
Defeat Samson, Cueto y Forzateo. Okay. It was a triple threat match.
It's probably like a tornado one, probably.
So is John Morrison, Brian Cage, and Sam Adonis are the new
AAA trios? Yeah, they could be.
Since the champs were not pinned, the title did not change hands. Oh. That's unique. No, it's right here. I got it in front of me.
Yeah.
It seems like because
the guy was Cibernetico. He was he's good.
Yeah, but because they didn't pin the freaking champions, the belts did not transition to another. That's a really unique rule.
Yeah.
Because like here in America, it's like if you lose in Fatal 4-Way, even if the champion doesn't get pinned, you get the belt.
So I think this it probably was a DQ because it says it hit him, but they have those, like, honestly, like the AAA one. I like that. That's basically like a soap. They really take it week by week, and everybody follows. Like, there's always that one person. I think that's another one. Female wrestler, I forgot her name. She retired and she got unmasked, and she kind of like gave up. Like, she gave up the mask and she basically like show her face with everybody. But I don't know if it was on this one or the pay-per-view before.
It doesn't. I'm not seeing anything about other unmasking, but. Shout out to Pentagon, who had the honor
to retirement match.
Villano the Fourth. That's beautiful. Yeah. I love Mexican wrestling because it's just as raw as it is as talented. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I mean, those are the type of things that WCW was usually like pushing with Rey Mysterio, with Eddie Guerrero, with Dean Malenko. Like, they were giving you some real luchadores type of matches.
Most of them, I think they even did it. I think Dark Side of the Ring mentioned that most of those lucha people came over, but they weren't paying. It was not sustainable. I think they were paying $500 per match. So it's like they waste more coming over than they would make. So I think that was what the Latin Cools when they came in the lawnmower. One of them, I think it was, I don't know if it was Psychosis or. So I think it was super crazy. He was getting paid $500 a match, and I'm like, that's not enough for him. So that's why he quit WWE. But he was only getting paid that much. But it was good.
Well, that's trying to at least brand out to our audience that it's not only about AEW and WWE that we should be talking about.
The Puerto Rico one is funny. I still watch it here and there on YouTube. It's just different. Like, it's just the language thing. It's hilarious. I think it's funny when they do their promos. Super 90s, like, emotional with a Puerto Rican accent. Hilarious. And their names, like this one guy, I think he's the IWA champion, heavyweight champion. His name is Manny Inferno, but it's like Man Inferno. But it's like written, if you like see it written, it's like Man Inferno, but it's like Manny Inferno. And I'm like, yo, there's still some couple of people. Thunder and Lightning, they're still there. I think Thunder's still there. There were two, like, they look like Kane, but like blue. But yeah, the Messias is still there. Carlitos and stuff. But it's a good alternative. I don't know. It's good to expand your viewing of wrestling. It's just to see the different styles and brands. Want to get to maybe do some. I think this weekend it's Halloween Havoc. Do you want to do your? I know you don't watch NXT too much, but I got the lineup here. I know you want to give your educated guess on who.
Well, I did terrible, and
I know we both did for Extreme Rules. Hopefully, Survivor Series we do better. And I bought my tickets for Survivor Series.
Hey, congrats, dude!
So hopefully it was a pretty penny. So
are you gonna be that close?
No, I'm hard cam to the left. So I think if it was Proudest one, it would be 107. 108, you know how it's the middle? So 107. So
you might be on TV.
I hope so.
Yeah, all right.
No. But I'll probably buy like a zoom lens. So I'll probably get like nice picture and I'll probably post it on the thing. But nice. So Halloween Havoc, it's decided October 22nd. So it's gonna be like always. They have a host, so Shotzi went back to be a host, and it's gonna be.
She's a perfect candidate for that.
So
shit.
she also has Quincy Elliott as her co-host.
I is it Scarlett also doing it? Or
no, it's her. So Scarlett, Shotzi, and I forgot the redhead. Yeah. They did a music. They do a music video.
That was so dope.
They sing, but it was
It was fire.
It was good.
I thought they were. Yeah. I thought all three were hosts for the Havoc.
Oh no, but it's Shotzi and Quincy Elliott. Quincy Elliott, I would say he reminds me of like
a big version of Velveteen.
Yeah, Viscera meets Velveteen Dream, but he's good for what they're doing, especially for NXT. So we have Julius Creed from Diamond Mine against Damien Camp in an ambulance match. I hope Damien Camp, he's talking so much shit. I hope he wins it. because Julius Creed, he's a beast. But they basically will have Diamond Mine facing against each other.
So the two Diamond Mine,
Julius Creed, one of the brothers, former tag team. The skinny one, it's facing the basically Roderick Strong's like sidekick, like the other guy. But he basically was the one who's manipulating, and he's basically like the anti-hero of Diamond Mine. So he was like, he broke Diamond Man by himself, but manipulating other people. So now they're doing an ambulance match to kind of get rid of Judas Creed.
Diamond Mine with the W.
All right. I think I'm gonna do probably Damien Kemp. He has to win because all this mess that he did for nothing, it'd be pointless. We have Roxanne Perez versus Cora Jade.
Again?
Yeah. So there's gonna be a weapons wild match.
That doesn't mean shoot. Yeah. All right.
I think Cora Jade needs this one, so I think I'm gonna keep Cora Jade. It's the
I don't. Roxanne is just too nice.
Yeah,
she's too nice. Cora definitely seems favorable, unless if Roxanne does like a freaking like an evil switch in the middle of the match, like she just flip. It's Cora. It's definitely Cora.
All right. So then we also have a segment of Apollo Crews against Grayson Waller. Apollo Crews has to win. He has sort of a game of like Wakanda over there. Like he does a vision and stuff, and it's wasted.
Even so, they disappoint us time to time. So I'm gonna go with the other dude.
Okay. We have Mandy Rose against Alba Fire, for the NXT Women's Championship.
Mandy's routine.
I think Alba Fire, she will be the one who takes the champion. So Alba Fire.
If you have people like Sonya Deville and the Toxic Attraction still being a part in some way,
they will get involved.
Yeah. Like if they get involved, it's like there's no way in hell that Alba is gonna come out victorious. Unless if it's no DQ. But if it's a regular straight up match, Mandy is favorite of Mandy.
We also have the North American title, but it's a fatal. Well, 1, 2, 3, 5 people. It's a ladder match. Nathan Frazier, Oro Mensa, Carmelo Hayes, Wesley, and Vaughn Wagner.
Hayes retain or become 3-time, 4-time champion.
I think I'm gonna go with. I wouldn't mind Hayes, but I feel like they made this for a reason, so I'm gonna probably do one of the new people, and I think Oro Mensa might be one of the dark horse, and I think I'm gonna go with him.
Okay.
Then we also have the last match for the NXT Championship: Braun Breaker versus Ilya Dragunov versus JD McDonough.
And this time, if the champion doesn't get pinned, someone else was going to be champ.
Yeah, someone else not here. I think Theory will cash in, and I think
on who though?
I think Ilya Dragunov will pin JD McDonough, and I think Theory would briefcase or whatever, cash it in and beat Ilya Dragunov. I think Braun Breaker has nothing. Will not like he'll lose the title, but has nothing to do with this. And this would be a way for him to like move over to go, main event or go to whichever brand. It's time for him to go.
I see Breaker retaining the belt.
Okay, still keeping it possible until Survivor Series, maybe.
I'm a big fan of the idea of Roman and him doing the dance together. So yeah, that's gonna be my pick.
All right, cool. So that's Halloween Havoc happening Saturday, the 22nd.
Okay,
cool.
You heard it here, live from us. Let's see, main events. If you own Hulu, you could be watching main events where you see a lot of the NXT stars, displaying their moves in that program. That's what they're using it for, is for the transition. So hopefully I get to see Braun Breaker in one of these matches real soon. R-Truth has been the workhorse over there.
Do you think that man's he's 50?
He said it in an interview. Age is just
no, but it's just crazy. Like
it's all mindset. Like as long as he doesn't believe he's old, he doesn't feel like he is old.
That's great. If you think about it, he wrestled in almost 4 decades, like 90s, 2000s, 2010s, 2020s, He done NW. He was NWA. He's done WCW. I think he did NCW for a little bit. Like he did almost every brand, and he's still pushing through.
He even
Crazy.
shook hand with Tupac, which is freaking amazing. Like he's a legend.
And he was old then, like not old, but he was like
He fresh out of prison and was able to.
That's crazy.
Shake hand with Tupac, which I was like, "Hey, bro, you're a legend. Like dead ass, you're a legend." Anything else come to mind?
The one we were waiting for, just Halloween Havoc. It's this week. Then it's Crown Jewel the 5th, 2 weeks from now.
November.
Then after that, Thanksgiving weekend, it's Survivor Series.
Survivor Series. I guess that's pretty much it. If you're in Providence, WWE is coming November 25th for SmackDown. If you are crazy to watch the show, and then on the 27th, it's going to, or the 26th, it's going to be in Boston on the TD Garden. Please be sure. We don't have a promo code, but since they're going to be around this area, if you're interested in going, get your ticket now. Like
they're expensive. For the Survivor Series, expensive. Even for the Providence, they're reasonable.
You're going to Providence too?
I gotta see how much, if I do overtime stuff, but I might do the go home show. Then the next day just go to.
Yeah, this is an example of a true fan. Follow,
and that's not including the Comic-Con that I must see if I.
And he's going to Comic-Con to spend money on wrestlers that he already probably has signature in. All the good stuff for him.
Just in case, I don't know if you have time, or I know Tony Storm is doing a meet and greet at Toy Vault this Saturday
at the Emerald Mall.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm working.
That place is closing down anyway.
Yeah, but I was like, I wish I didn't work, but I was like, that's one that I wouldn't mind meeting in person.
Tony Storm. Yeah. I'm not too crazy for her.
No, but
when she was thicker, yes. Now, I mean, she's a good person.
Yeah, but she's cool. That she done interviews. She seems like mad chill.
Gigi is probably one I'm willing to to take a photo with Gigi.
Yeah,
of course.
I think the one I'm waiting for Comic-Con, I have to reserve it soon. But Saraya, I think she's only doing Saturday. I think 10 to 2.
That shit is gonna be packed.
Yeah, so you gotta buy your tickets ahead, like whatever. Then Lita, Trish Stratus will be there.
Met them. They're wonderful people.
Then Bret Hart will be there. He's way expensive, ridiculous.
Expensive than Ric Flair.
Yeah, I think it's $175.
Ric Flair was only $50.
It's crazy.
Damn.
Yeah, I know. I think Billy Gunn will be there. 3D will be there too.
I'm mad.
Hey, Scissor.
I'm mad. The year that I went to Comic-Con, Billy Gunn had not a lot of attraction.
Okay.
But his price was so cheap. Yeah. It was like $15 for an autograph.
Well, the one
for a photo. I bet his price went up now.
Oh yeah, now especially now. 3 Dudley, Devon, and 3D will be there. So I got autographs them separate.
Devon and Bubba Ray.
Yeah. So I want to see if I can get a picture with them together. I have the individuals autograph, but I want to get one together or like get a picture together with them.
Good luck. I mean, only one person I saw that was able to get both Trish and Lita at the same time. So yeah. That would be interesting, but hey, good luck.
Because I know what is it? I already got most of the not DX, but like I have Nash, I have Scott Hall,
R.I.P.
I'm surprised. That one I have, it's great, and I have same thing. What's his name? X-Pac. I have his for free. I'll tell you the story after off the record, but I got his and same thing with the Animal too. I got, so it's just like. I'm trying to like.
So you're missing Road Dogg, Billy Gunn, Shawn Michaels.
I almost got Shawn Michaels, but that was a little expensive.
Bro. When they
and it's funny, his autograph is like a penis. It's hilarious. He does Shawn, and then he just like, I have to show you the autograph after, but it's so funny.
If penis on my shit, I'd be like, bro,
it's so funny. We
going rounds. Yeah. Like what?
Yeah, he does his autograph. Yeah, same thing. Jeff Hardy does like a caricature of like the Willow of himself. So he does. That's why in the belt that I have, he took so much space because he does like his signatures like a caricature plus his signature. Yeah.
Jeff is a little bit worth it, but Sean,
Yeah,
fight.
I'll show you later the autograph. Yeah,
If you draw a penis on something, like what?
Yeah.
What, bro? All right, bet. Support your indie wrestling group. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, this is a Providence Lucha Talk. You know, just give us those 5 stars when you get a chance and the thumbs up on all of our social media. Please be sure to follow us on our respective social platform, the Twitter, the Instagram, the Facebook, and as well as the YouTube, Providence Lucha Talk, and, you know, listen to us on your favorite podcast app. Any final words?
No, we'll just gotta wait until what happens this weekend. So, Halloween Havoc, we'll review that next week, and we'll start making our predictions and see what happens for the other pay-per-views that are coming up.
So far, we already picked. Did we pick between Braun and Brock Lesnar?
I think it has to be Lashley against Brock Lesnar. Has to.
You'll hear my answer on the following week.
Yeah.
So, I'm Jay Aguila.
This Lucito.
We say good night, buenas noches, and peace.
Good night. See ya.